Alright guys, I haven't picked up the camera in a while, so welcome back to another video. I'm about to head to my first and only powerlifting competition. My friend literally convinced me to do it the first time, which is pretty much today, but then I got sick, so I took a week off from the gym, things like that. Then I was just like, I didn't want to compete. Now I'm in it, so better head to the gym at a friend of Dick's. So bought myself a belt and some chalk, because I don't know if they're gonna have chalk or not there, but yeah, I'm gonna register. Check-in starts in literally 30 minutes, so about to walk to the gym and yeah, check in, and I'll see you guys when I'm there. Alright guys, so I'm currently getting Chick-fil-A right now. Just got done with the powerlifting meet. I did pretty good, honestly. Really, really good. I did not place, like I mentioned, but I'm proud of myself. I had a very fun time doing it and things like that. I'm really glad that my friend Kaiden convinced me, things like that. Also, shout out to my friend Nam for getting some of the angles of my lifts. I really appreciate that a lot. But I'll talk more about it once I get back to the apartment. And yeah, just tell you guys the whole experience about it. So yeah, so just currently in line for Chick-fil-A. So I'm just about to grab my food. And then once I get back, I can explain how it went. Like, I know it went good, but like more depth of just like, you know, about the event and things like that. So I will catch you guys when I'm back at the apartment. I'm finally back. I have my Chick-fil-A and my drink. But let me tell you about the powerlifting competition. I had such a fun time doing it. Like, at first I thought I wasn't going to do it after being sick and not really being consistent. I'm in the gym, things like that. But I think overall, I'm glad that my friend Kaiden convinced me to do it, and things like that. Honestly, the event was so much fun. This piece of paper, it just pretty much just has my name. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Let me move that closer. Has my name, has my total, so almost 1,000-pound club, things like that. My lifts that I did, like my maxes, my dot score, and my wicks, I guess. I don't know anything about dot scores or wicks, but pretty much it's just based off of my body weight and things like that. And surprisingly, I weighed in at 179.9 pounds, which is so crazy because like my scale be telling me that like I'm like 200 or something pounds and and things like that, or like above the 190s. But the scale that they had at the meet was, I guess, a little bit more accurate. So I don't know. I guess my assumption that I thought was like 100 and something, 190 something pounds, 200, but instead I was 179.9 pounds, which, I mean, for my weight, that's pretty good, honestly. And for my lifts, it was also really good. I definitely could have did more on squats and deadlift for surely. Taking that big risk. Definitely could have probably did 365 or probably even maybe 375 probably for squats, probably, because all my lifts, and I'll put them in like the in the video as well, from all my attempts and things like that, what I did in like for each one, but for the most part is that each of my lifts I went up at least like maybe like 20 or 30 pounds, things like that. But overall, like, definitely could have went up on squat, definitely could have went up on deadlifts. All my lifts were looking pretty good, and things like that. I was a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie, when competing, but I think for the most part, like, I had such a fun time, and I would probably do something like this again if I ever get the chance to. Sucks because I'm like leaving and things like that, but it would have been so nice to do another like powerlifting meet and things like that, maybe down in the future, who knows. But had such a fun time doing it, and just just amazing. Just seeing all my friends competing and things like that, meeting new people as well. So that was so much fun. But yeah, man. Pretty much like with the meet, you get like 3 attempts for each category. So you had squats, bench, and deadlift. So you have 3 attempts. You can't go lower. You can only go up. So if you fail your opening attempt, you can redo that one, but instead you have to either go up in weight or stay at that exact weight. I definitely went up in weight and things like that because I had a good feeling about myself. So things like that. With the bench, it was pretty interesting. We did pause reps. So like we'll unrack pretty much and then pause it, hit our chest. We can't wobble or anything or they won't count it. And then you have to get it up, things like that. But yeah, no, my max was 225, so I decided to do that for bench. And surprisingly, I got that crap up. You guys will see that in the video, of course. But yeah, you get 3 attempts with all of these, and then once you do all 3 attempts, things like that, near the end they'll add up the total and things like that, which I showed you, which was my total was 955, which was pretty impressive. A lot of people was really impressed with like the way how I was moving the weight and things like that. So I definitely realized I probably could have went out a little bit more heavier, but that's okay. I think for the most part is that I had an enjoyable time and really have fun doing it and things like that. But that was the powerlifting competition meet, guys, and it was such a fun time. Shout out to Nam. He was the cameraman getting my angles for these lifts and things like that. And shout out to my friend Kaiden for convincing me again to competing in this competition and things like that. But I'm going to end the video here. Probably been yapping for a good minute now, but I'm going to end the video here. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, things like that, and or night. It's probably nighttime for you guys, but hope you guys have a wonderful night, wonderful day. Subscribe, leave a like, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. So much love to everyone. Again, have a good night. Peace out.